evening all, welcome to Kicking Dust. Right, today we are in our scout suit again, and we'll discuss the fittings probably in a separate video, but I'll tell you what I'm running. But yeah, the scout suit definitely seems to be back. This probably comes from the fact that 1.7 seems to have just tweaked a little bit with the aim assist. So I've got to admit I was actually having very little trouble with with what was going on. So I got to admit I'm loving this kind of rail rifle combo. As you can see, mouse and keyboard makes it really good, and just it's a glorious thing, glorious. Yeah, so I'm running the Capsuleer rail rifle with the scout suit with a scanner. Look at that guy, man, the ragdoll is brilliant in this game. And I'm running a pretty much a shield tank. So again, I'm not running a damage tank at all here. I'm actually running my old shield tank, which doesn't always work, so you still get owned, but it certainly seems to be feeling quite good, and I'm loving the mobility. I'm certainly loving the ability that I can sprint again. How people run this game without that ability to sprint, I just I'm quite liking the rail rifle. Obviously, a very good weapon. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's would I say it's OP? Maybe. I mean, I don't know really. I mean, as far as I've seen so far, it's very good. And I'll spoil it for you. I get 21 kills in this with that rail rifle, and I've got to admit it felt very good. This is an FW match as well, and unfortunately we did have a dick lord in the game with us who was doing something that I'm not going to share, because if everybody started doing it, it would break FW. But needless to say, it was bloody annoying. So at the end of this, I think I have 17 deaths. Because we just kept killing each other over and over. I know I'm not going to tell you how or why or what or when, but yeah, it really sucks. There's a lot of ass, sort of ass hattery going on that I think CCP obviously need to fix. But anyway, that's all we'll say about that. So that explains 17 deaths. I think I died maybe 2 or 3 times, actually. And that maybe is testament to the fact that the scout suit certainly is a very good suit now. I've got to admit, I was very pleased with how this rail rifle operates as well. It feels like a really good TAC AR. Not that the TAC AR is actually a bad gun, but it feels better than that. So obviously that's the design of this. It's supposed to be the kind of assault rifle, but what I think I love the most is this just feels like such a high caliber weapon. So, here we get shots on people, and every shot is doing a lot of damage. And I always like that. I always got a bit frustrated that the laser rifle and to a degree the assault rifle, you would start shooting people and they would generally have the ability to evade like that. But I think for myself, I'm finding the rail rifle has that kind of stopping and finishing power that I think most of the other guns don't have. It's not anywhere near the scrambler rifle, which is one-hit kill kingdom, but the scrambler rifle, I think, on mouse and keyboard is very difficult. I think you've got to be quite a pro to run that with mouse and keyboard. And I'm certainly no pro, so I think the rail rifle I'm quite enjoying. I quite like the feel of it. Just interesting feedback I had from my combat rifle videos. People have been telling me to go to give it another go. I think a lot of people have said that I just was not maybe understanding the role of said gun. So I think I'll look again at that. Because I think I was expecting it to be a heavy SMG, but apparently not. It's supposed to be more kind of a rail rifle in terms of how this works. Apparently, again, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think certainly worthy of another look at some point. I'm doing a lot of tanking, as you've probably seen. It's because tanking is awesome now. I hope it never changes. I think people have got it wrong by saying that tanks are impossible to kill. They're not. Just call in a tank or actually come at us with an organised forge gun gang, and you will kill my tank every single time. And I think it's kind of, we run FW for Minmatar. That's what we do. That's our thing now. And we probably will change to Caldari eventually when Caldari doesn't suck so much. At the moment, it's just painful joining Caldari and seeing us in one squad and then just like another 10 randoms. It's really annoying. None of them in squads, none of them trying. So I get a bit annoyed at that, and I think certainly some of the attitudes of the people have been hilarious. The way that I get this. Couple of guys from Ancient Exiles running an FW I think they lost between them 20 suits, all of them prototype, most of them in fact running Aurum 5th, to win to win loyalty points for Galente, and it's like, hang on, you're paying real money to buy war points, loyalty points. What are you doing? And it wasn't that these they were actually any good. They just kept dying continually to, pretty much militia fit. So yeah, they won the match. I guess oh, hello, friendly fire. Oh no, you don't. You don't kill my bro. You do not kill my bro. So FW is spawning some massive dick lords, and I just gobsmacked at how much of a dick lord these people were. And sadly, I think Caldari and Galente is a bit of a ghetto at the moment, because all the tryhards are running Galente, because obviously they want the state issue prototype suits, and they want the state issue assault rifle, because these are the assault, the Galante assault, tryhard, blah blah blah. So just generally, I'd avoid Caldari for a while. That's just my opinion. I think, to be honest, Amar is no better. Amar is an absolute kind of shitfest at the moment, because obviously Minmatar is so strong, because obviously we're running it. I'm joking, of course. But here we go. So we've got an orbital at last. So this is now an Eve dude. So an Eve dude has now stopped watching YouPorn, and he's actually managed to kind of, stretch over his massive distended belly and actually press a button. So GG to him as the orbital comes in. And yes, I'm being a dick because I hate Eve players. But there you go, won an orbital, eh? In FW, I might add. So this was like, I was just expecting to be kicked any moment. But lo and behold, 7 kills, not bad. I'm going to say that was a pretty good one. And we are actually looking at more people in the Corp doing orbitals. I said thanks to that guy. And I think certainly, we're going to see a lot more orbitals coming in. And, Tull is actually going to run a Minmatar, kind of orbital gang as well. It does mean we're going to have to pick and choose our FWs a little bit more carefully, but certainly it was a good laugh, it was a good fight, and I had fun. So yeah, there we go. So match done. And to be honest, FW is a bit of a ghetto, I think, in conclusion. I think if you're going to go into it, just be very prepared to lose. Friendly fire is very funny, but also people are exploiting it, and that's obviously what I didn't show in this video. And I think, to be honest, we tried it later on as well, and yeah, it's annoying as balls. So let's hope CCP fix that very soon. I'm loving the fact that people are trying to shoot me in the game, and then they're kind of like, oh, it's Pyrex, blah blah blah, and then I turn around and kill them with the rat rifle, because hey, I get 1 per match, dudes. I get 1. And I'm enjoying killing people. And I think in conclusion, the loyalty points aren't bad as well. I think if you've checked out any of the stores, you'll probably see what you're looking for. We'll maybe do a video on that, but there we go, 17 deaths. Now, I didn't die 17 times, I would like to add. That was me testing something, and yeah, it's not good. I only lost 1 suit, I think, from it. But there we go, interesting match. I think you'll agree. I think FW is pretty fun. I think, the rail rifle is pretty good. And I would like to conclude that the Scout is certainly back, and I certainly had a right good time with it. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.